Okay. So, Dante, Boxing Nation, Mr. Hannibal himself, who seems to keep critiquing brothers like me in particular to stay on code. Well, guess what? I said, your code. I don't follow your code. Let's get this straight. I don't follow you guys that been in the house your whole career talking about code, talking about speaking and talking for the brothers that look like me. Yeah, black brothers in particular. Yeah, there's no code between me and you guys. You know, I know a famous story by one of the guys, I think his last name was Turner. And, you know, when those got in the way that looked like him, of course they had to go too. So, when you're talking about a modern day 2025, Nat Turner, well, I'm going to tell you what I do different. And I'm going to break it down to you nice and slow for everybody to hear. You know what I do to kill the opposition? And I've killed a lot of them. You know how I killed them? By changing the narrative that black brothers are going to be stuck in a situation with the illness that you get growing up in the urban community. Yeah, that we can't be fathers, that we can't be productive citizens. Yeah, that we let our temper get beside ourselves and we're not able to conduct ourselves civilized. Yeah. What you don't want to happen is for intelligent brothers to become civilians and to operate within the fabric of society. What you guys and the trolls, in particular Dante's Boxing Nation, Hannibal himself, continues to propagate the fact that he's pro-black when in fact he's pro-slack, because he's doing more talking than he is walking. So let me start with you first. Well, when you have a guy that looks like me, that traditionally does things like I used to do, things like some of your brothers, some of your sons, some of your nephews, some of your cousins, they do. Yeah, well, I broke that mold. Yeah, I broke that stereotype. And I told him, I said, listen, go find the star in your house and not on television. And they had a problem with it. Now, I am a Muslim. But like George Jackson says, yeah, patience can become cowardness. Yeah, when applied too long. So, Mr. Hannibal, let me run down to you and a few of those other guys that seem to think, different, I'll say. I can name them, but let's concentrate on you, Hannibal, and anybody that's listening, maybe it's directed towards you. Well, traditionally, like I said, guys that look like me, guys with the respect, yeah, the report card, and the power, sometimes are confused and abuses that power. Stay in the neighborhood, stay selling drugs, stay pimping, stay robbing, stay setting up niggas, or legitimate people, banks or whatever, scamming. Well, I don't represent none of that. In fact, I represent the 1% that have gotten out, that will continue to maintain my dignity. I will continue to keep my head up, chest out, and there's nothing y'all can do to get me off of my square. I'm a successful black man, and more importantly, a successful parent, father. Something that you seem to forget about, Dante. Do you recall you calling upon me for your problem that you have with your own son here in the United States? Yeah, your son that has a problem with you, that you left on the battlefield to die, right out here in America, and ran your I don't even know what to call you. I don't even know what to call a man that runs out the country and leaves his seeds behind. I'll say a worthless NIGGA. And Mr. Dante, do you remember that? Do you remember asking me to help your son? Because I'm here in the streets doing God's work, trying to make all my wrongs right. Yeah, I talked to your son, and I told him what a wonderful father you are. Well, I lied to him. Sometimes you gotta lie because kids don't want to hear the truth, or it's hard for them to hear the truth. That you're a weasel, you ran to Thailand, you know, you brag about them Thai massages, you know what I mean? You know, I got the proof, I got the receipts. Why you invited me to Thailand to come get one of them Thai massages. Yeah, that I passed on. So, let me correct you and correct all of you others. No, it's not about talking. It's not about getting on here and talking that you pro-black. It's about showing you that you are, and that means taking care of the seeds that you bear, being the father inside the house and not out. Taking your beautiful babies and their talents and their ambitions and their rights, wrongs, or indifference and getting behind them. Not behind one of them Thai girls giving you one of them massages. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Hannibal. So, while you always point out everybody doing it, and you're doing it from afar, and not here in the US of A, finishing what you started. See, the one thing that's different from you is I'm on the battlefield with my kids, and I'll die on the battlefield with my kids. Ain't no running, ain't no hiding. The only way somebody can stop me from doing this is to shackle me or kill me. So, I hope that this message is to motivate and not to demean the brother, Dante. I hope that this will get you back on your feet and get you thinking clearly, because you've just turned out to be a corrupt reporter. You know, and it's about, yeah, it's about not doing it. Huh? No, when you can do it. It's about making that choice to not do it, to be an example. Y'all choose to be an example of hope to the brothers, that you can get away from the game, that you can find success, and more importantly, you can find success with something that God has given you. And that's the wonderful blessing of a kid, a seed. A seed that when you plant right, it's going to grow right, and you can pop it the way you want to pop it, and you can attack it and defend. Something that I do wholeheartedly. So, I'll wrap it up because I don't want it to go over their heads. But make sure it lands where it's supposed to land. And whoever wants to challenge me about being a dad, well, I've been doing it for 33 years straight. 33. I'm in all my kids' lives. Devin is 26 and I ain't missed a date or a beat. That's what's important. That's what's changing the narrative of the black man. It ain't about talking about it. I don't care who you're sleeping with, what you're doing, but are you being a father and changing the narrative? You dig? That's the most masculine thing to do in the world. And the most feminine thing is to run and say what she did or what she didn't do. Yeah. All my kids ain't by the same woman, but I all give them the same love and respect. So, I don't know if somebody hit him or he's been hit upside the head with this game and he's listening. But for all the rest of you, yeah, I'm a proud dad, not just a boxing coach or a trainer. So when you see me, holler at me. I'll holler back. All right? And y'all have a blessed evening. And pass the message.